Everybody, welcome back. This is Rudy with Alpha Investments. Today, we're going to talk about some shadiness. Some shit I don't understand what's going on. So I want to make a video that's a little bit different than the other videos. I need some other people's assistance in telling me what the hell's going on with some of these things. Because I don't have a clue. I don't have a flipping clue. I don't know what's going on with some of these cards, these prices. So this video is a little different. I want to kind of make this, and I was hoping a lot of you guys would comment below, let me know what the hell you think is going on with some of this stuff. I feel like there's a lot of suspicious, strange activity on things going on right now, and I don't know what's causing it. I can't figure it out. And I've gotten a few messages on it. I've been following this for a few months now, so I think it's kind of time to make a little video on this and talk about it. Because overall, I still can't get a grasp on like what is causing this suspicious activity. And I'm referring to low-end, obscure, just weird cards. Like, just weird, like, low-end, revised, 4th edition, Ice Age era, like, cheap 99-cent, stupid-ass cards that no one's playing with them, I don't think. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So I want some opinions on the public this time. This is not a video of me discussing what I know about something. This is a video I want to present something that I don't quite grasp. And I'm hoping a bunch of people in the comment section will get angry, attack each other, and somewhere in the middle of that, I can figure out something useful. So, obviously, I'm focused on pretty much Revise, Ice Age, and 4th. And the whole thing feels like a damn conspiracy because I don't know what the hell's going on. And what I'm getting at is pretty much a lot of the 25-cent, 50-cent rares, 99-cent rares, 25-cent uncommons, 50-cent uncommons, these weird, stupid little things from, let's pick on Revise and 4th edition right now, that have been, that have been nothing. Like, that have been, here, look, let's start with this. 4th edition, Revised edition era, like, Meekstone. This card has been traded and sold on eBay in unplayed condition for probably about 50 cents range, 25 cents range for years. And now it's going from like $1 to $1.50 to $2 range, and I'm like, and I haven't checked every major website. I've just noticed the activity. And it's, when nothing moves for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and in the last 12 months specifically, in the last year, Modern's been very weak, things have been changing, and magic investing has been weakening in this new era. So why are some really weird low-end penny stock, as some people call them, rares, or bulk rares, making these little movements, like ninja movements? And I don't know what the hell the deal is. Like, here's another example. So you got like Manifold. Let's pick on Manifold from the Revised 4th edition era. The card's been reprinted. The cards in the inventions, and why is the price in the last 12 months so just steadily moving? And I'm specifically talking about these sets, not some of the other reprinted sets, the newer stuff. That's too much data. I'm focused on just the Revised 4th Ice Age era. And I can't really understand where the demand is coming from or why people seem to be, snatching these things up. What's going on? I don't understand what the difference is. What's changed? What's caused the behavior? Where are they going? Is it natural attrition? Or just as time goes on, people are buying and selling them. They're getting lost in the mail. People are throwing them out. They're at garage sales, flea markets, all that BS. I don't understand what the deal is with that. And like even Birds of Paradise, they just reprinted again, like the 437th reprint in Conspiracy. In the old, and I know the old version, the different art, and I get that, but still, the prices, no matter what, even if they reprint a million times, certain cards like this continue to kind of just push, and I don't know what the deal is with that. And I had some discussions with it and some emails on it, and I was like, well, maybe there's just a lot of people collecting the old sets, and they need set cards. Those weird, the old sets were 300 cards or almost 400 cards in a set, and they need those missing cards to complete their damn set. So maybe they're buying them, and there's not many of them left, or not many people list them for sale because they don't think anybody wants them. Maybe something like that? I don't know. So, and then Like, even some weird ones. Like, you know, this isn't really too weird, but like the land tax from 4th edition, you know, this was a reprint from Legends. This one wasn't reprinted nearly as much, but the price overall has remained very strong. There's been attempted buyouts and things like that, because, you know, 2016 is known as the reserve list buyout year. But the prices still seem to have a good strength behind them. They seem to have legs, as they say in Wall Street, where it seems to keep pushing forward. And, you know, the resistance does not seem to be there. The wind seems to be blowing in the direction of favor. And I find it really weird. You know, even on revised stuff, even on some revised ones. I got some revised here. Let's pick on Demonic Tutor. We all know it's an amazing card. We know why it's worth money. We get it. But, you know, even with some small reprints and some dual decks and from the Vault anthology, but the prices are still, I mean, like, let me point this out. Here's another example. On revised boxes, it's always deemed as a terrible investment for booster boxes or starter or any revised products to open, because there's no expected value. There's no way you can open a booster box from back in the day. If you buy this for $2,000, there's no way you can open this and make $3 or $4,000. There's no way. No way. Even if you open it and you're lucky, because remember, 2 to 4 dual lands in a box. Let's say you're lucky and you hit 4 dual lands. And let's even pretend for a minute that you are flipping, you're wearing Jester's cap. Hang on a second. No, hang on. Let's pretend you're the luckiest SOB alive. You got a top hat, not a regular top hat. No. Yeah. Fucking yeah. So, let's pretend you're in super mega top hat conspiracy mode. And let's pretend you get 5 dual lands in this. Even if you send them all for grading, and they all come back a perfect PSA 10. Even if you can get $300 a piece, times 5, that's $1,500. Now here's the thing. Lately, what's happened is these little obscure cards, like uncommons, and even some of these regular little rares in the revised sets, have been moving. Like, you know, copy art. I mean, where the hell? How did this become a $10+ card in pack fresh condition? Not what in revised or 4th. When did this happen? You know, and then you got Wheel of Fortune. When did somebody? And I know Wheel of Fortune's a badass card. We all know that. I get it, but no one's been noticing this. Like, I don't know why has no one mentioned the fact that some of these weird little older cards have steadily been moving. I believe they're reserved lists. I don't know if they are or not. I know Wheel of Fortune is. I don't know if Copy Artifact is reserved list. But they're moving in price. So what happens if you buy a $2,000 old box of Magic and you get lucky because you're a lucky SOB and you get $1,500 for 5 graded perfect 10 dual lands? So, but then all these obscure uncommons like Soul Rings and Demonic Tutors and Copy Artifacts and Wheel of Fortunes, and all of a sudden all these old rares that were not really worth a whole lot start to become worth a decent amount of money. The entire financial picture will change. And I'm not sure how much that's going to take into effect on sealed product, and also a lot of the random bulk bins that people have around the country in game stores and their friend's house and, you know, grandma's basement. I don't know, because I want to point another picture out. So, if you have a 300 card set and there's like 60 rares in it, and you buy a booster box like revised, and you get 5 good dual lands, that leaves you with 31 out of 36 rare slots of cards that are worthless. Well, if all the rares that were worthless become $3 or $4, hell, $5, let's be fucking ballsy crazy. Let's say the remaining 31 rares in the set start averaging like $5 a piece eventually. I don't know, let's just make up the number. If you have another 30 slots at 5 a piece, you're adding $150 to the value in something just in the rare slots. Not even talking about uncommons with Soul Rings, Demonic Tutors, and things like that. I mean, even if the uncommons start becoming $1 or $2 a piece, and I know some are more and some are less, but if some of the old ones, even at $1 a piece, at 3 uncommons a pack, you're looking at over 36 packs times 3 uncommons, you're slightly over 100 uncommons. That could be a couple $100 there. plus over $100 or a couple hundred in rares that become value. You could be looking at an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 in value on some of these old sets that may not have been there before. Now, of course, this leads to questions of liquidity. How many people actually pay for that? You know, the market depth. How many are there to compete with other people? So there's a lot of other variables, but I've been noticing that there is some movement in these old things, and I find it suspicious, and it just seemed to be really started and happening in the last year. And I don't know what changed. If anything, in the last 6 to 9 months, it feels like, you know, with the modern and no tournaments in it, it just feels like everything's been very blah. Magic hasn't had any growth lately. I mean, cards aren't tanking on the reserved list or anything, of course not. I mean, some of the new modern staples and Magic Online's a train wreck and all this crap, but overall, I don't see anything that worries me. So why are some of these weird older ones actually moving? And I haven't understood that. So I'm kind of hoping some other people would give me their opinions, because this is something I actually don't know. So now I want to move to something else. I want to move back to Ice Age. You guys know Ice Age and my nostalgia. I personally like it. I really wouldn't recommend people investing in it, because there's just not a lot of value in it at this time. It's only been 20 years. Maybe the next 20 years will be better. I don't know. But right now, I want to go back to Ice Age because I feel like there's weird shit happening in that too. And here's my point. So Ice Age, first of all, I want to talk about Ice Age was, again, after 4th edition, which was when Wizards was growing like crazy, started printing shit like crazy, and all of a sudden, Ice Age comes out, they print a bazillion of it, and now there's not as many sealed boxes left anymore, but there's a ton of loose Ice Age cards, most of which are in terrible condition. No, everybody just, I mean, hell, I used to have packs of my own 60-card decks. I used to keep them in my backpack in my pocket in middle school of Ice Age. I mean, they're in crap condition. So, first I want to paint a picture for all you young people out there that aren't aware of what actually used to happen with Ice Age and what the perception was. For example, Ice Age, when it came out, remember this? One of the original, is this the original Brainstorm? Was Ice Age the original? Look at that artwork. That guy needs to go to the dentist. You know, they got electrocuted. So back in the day, when Brainstorm actually came out, I think this is actually a common, nobody wanted it. Nobody played with it. Nobody gave a shit about it. And and today, Brainstorms and foil Brainstorms are still purchased every day from me, locally and online on eBay. And people buy them all day long. Back then, nobody wanted them. Literally, nobody wanted them. It was ridiculous. These are the things in school, you folded it up and made paper airplanes, or you folded it into the little triangle football, and you kicked it to your friends in school. Nobody wanted it. Then, you had the land cycle in Ice Age. It was not really successful. People thought, why would I want these lands that hurt me? Why? What the hell is this shit? This is terrible. Nobody wanted these things back in the day. Nobody. Remember, this was still an era very fresh on the minds of the original, real dual lands. Nobody wanted them. So again, negative energy, negative perception towards it. But of course, holy shit, Jester's Cap from back in the day. First of all, it's hilarious, the story. I still have the Inquest and the Scry magazine showing these things hitting $30 to $35 a card at their peak. Who the hell is going to pay $30 for a damn Jester's Cap? Now that's the true conspiracy in that shit. Let me tell you, there's some demonic tutoring shit going on with that. But you know, you fast forward, and these things have been like $1 for like 10 years. Nobody wants them. They don't do anything, really. They're neat. They have some sort of ability to do things and go through their deck and remove cards. I remember it all, but in the reality of it, you're not going to win Magic tournaments or Pro Tours playing this back in the day. But here's the thing. And again, suspicious activity. Do I need to get it out? Do I need to get the new Top Hat 2.0 out? These are now selling for over $4 for near mint versions of the original Ice Age Jester's Cap on eBay for the first time. I don't even remember when. Maybe since Ice Age came out? $4 for the original Ice Age near mint on eBay is the cheapest. And I'm like, I think TCG Player is like $3 and change. And I was like, I thought these were like 99-cent bulk. Nobody wanted them. So why did they go from $1 to $4? Do people just want the old stuff? Is it old people returning to Magic? See, that's another. I don't understand what's going on with the activity in some of this stuff. I honestly just don't get it. I don't have a clue what's happening. Now, back in the day, in Ice Age, sorry, I love talking about this shit, so you guys can deal with it. The original Tarmogoyf, as I call it, I don't even see, all you young people don't even know what the hell this shit is. The original Tarmogoyf, which is the Lagoyf, as they called it back in the day, came out. It was, as Jeremy and MTG headquarters always say, one of the top 10 coolest cards. I love those things. You know, in Ice Age, these were deemed as like the top 10 coolest cards back then. I don't think there were fat packs. No, they were just starters and boosters. They didn't have all the other stupid intro decks and stupid shit. But back in the day, this was the original Tarmogoyf. And I remember it hitting like $10, and that was a big deal. And now nobody gives a shit. But these were like $0.25 a piece the last 5 years. I've seen them everywhere in bulk bins, and now they've moved up some. I've seen them selling on eBay for, $1 to $2. I'm like, okay. And I remember this, the new Wrath of God version type of card. And I still can't say the damn name. I call it Jugalops, or Jukalops, or people would have 800 different names for it. And the thing is, it kills artifacts, creatures, and lands. It pretty much leaves enchantments. And it was deemed a big deal. But in today's standards, it's not, because everything changes. And I don't really understand it. And then you get cards that just don't make sense. I mean, shit. There's 10 paragraphs. You could submit this to your college for a 5-paragraph MLA essay, or a thesis for the professor at Tulare. That could be a thesis on that damn thing. There is so much text on there, I could copy and paste that and submit it for an entire 5-paragraph book report with an intro and a conclusion. And Wedge, there's one of your cards, the top stupidest cards of all time for your videos that I love, where you just complain about everything. This card's ridiculous. But you know what? Other things in it, like the Zuron Orbs and the Icy Manipulators from Ice Age back in the day, why is Icy Manipulator still pretty much worthless in this set? I don't know. I don't know. I still think Icy is still one of the biggest legendary things. And Zuron Orb, the price, again, has been solid. The Zuron Orb has been worth more than most rares in the set. And good God, have you guys seen snow-covered islands over $3 for original Ice Age snow-covered cards? So again, why are these prices slightly stronger, or they have a little bit more oomph lately? I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, why are these low-end cards feel like they're moving more than high-end or more publicly acceptable cards? Is it because Ice Age has 50 cards on the reserved list? 50 cards! Is it because of the reserved list year of 2016? I don't know what's going on with some of this stuff. It's really strange. So again, this is me reaching out more to the community saying, what the hell do you guys think is the deal? Who's buying these things? Are they just being destroyed and thrown away, and just as the years are going by, they're creeping up for inflation adjustment? What the hell is going on with some of these cards? It's just the low-end cards, too. I'm not even talking about these high-end weird cards. I'm not talking about Sylvan Libraries from 4th edition. I'm not talking about dual lands. I'm just talking about these weird, obscure rares that are moving. And if all of these things in 10 years from now, if all these stupid rares are worth a couple dollars a piece, it changes the entire dynamic of sealed product on a lot of these old sets. Hashtag disclaimer, I still do not recommend investing in Ice Age and 4th edition. Very weak investments, very low returns over time, but I find it very fascinating on what's going on with that. Because you have 36 rares in a box. To recap, if 30 of those rares are bulk and useless, but what if eventually all those other 30 slots are end up being worth a couple dollars a piece? It really does change a lot. So I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. So like I said, I don't know if it's natural attrition or inflation causing it or anything, but oh yeah. Then there was do I still have that? Yeah. There was an attempted buyout during the big thing with the buyouts of 2016 of Altar of Bone for Ice Age. And this card was useless. It was like a 25-cent card for 15 years. And somebody did a major buyout, of course, reserved list, and it went from like a quarter to like $30 a card. Of course, they underestimated the supply in the chain of the public for this card, and it dropped from 30 back down to like 5 after a few months. But still, As with all buyouts, it never returned to its previous low. It still maintains a higher baseline now. So now the card's still selling for $5 to $7, in near mint unplayed condition, because again, most Ice Age cards are beat the shit out of. How is this a $5, $6 card? Can somebody explain to me? Is it just because of the buyout? I mean, what if somebody takes 40 of the 50 reserved list Ice Age cards and does the same thing and moves them all to $5 a piece? Do you see what I'm getting at? That's the kind of thing I've been looking at, and I've had some discussions with lately, and I've been brushing it off. Like a few months ago, I was like, dude, nobody cares about that shit. Nobody cares about these obscure, low-end bulk rares. But there's been movement in it. There's been activity in it. And I don't know what the hell the deal is with this stuff. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand what's causing it. That's why whenever I talk about this crap, I'm going to get out the flippin' Top Hat 2.0, because I don't flippin' get it. I don't understand what's going on around here. Like, why on earth are these cards becoming, anything of value when nobody wants them? I don't flippin' get it. So, to me, everything's a damn conspiracy. I don't know what the deal is with it. So I decided to finally make a video on this topic. That's all I really got. I have nothing else to say about this. I just wanted to present that I think this shit's a conspiracy. I don't know what's going on with these, some of these cards have been reprinted a million times. Some of these things, I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on with these weird low-end older cards. So hopefully you guys in the comment section can give me some input, make some comments on there, or just say, Rudy, you're flipping nuts as always. You're effing crazy. I don't care. That's all I got. It's Rudy with Alpha Investments. I think everything's a damn conspiracy. You guys have a great day. Attack each other in the comment section. Patrons, I love you. No, seriously, I really do inappropriately love you.